5 principles to life fulfillment. Fulfillment, really interesting thing. Different than goals, targets, achievements that we want to have in life, leadership, and business. Fulfillment to me is the juice of life. The things that really matter, that brings joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love. We're talking about fulfillment. 5 principles to life fulfillment. Sometimes people ask, what is the meaning of life? To which I respond, to be happy. And then people will tell me, well, coach, maybe you don't understand the question. To which I respond, maybe you don't understand life. I get success, I get achievement, I get living your purpose, I get live all of those things. But without fulfillment, it is dry. You have it, but discontent. You hear people talk about, I wish and I thought that there was more to this. I thought that when I would go for this, when I would try for this, when I moved here, when I did this or do that, I thought there was more of it than just what it is that I'm experiencing. In which case today I wanted to give you, the Coach V, 5 principles to life fulfillment. The juice of life, the things that add value to your life, that when you get to the end of your life, you meet and we say, man, I had a good life. I'm ready. Whether that time that you do go is tomorrow, next week, next month, next quarter, or next year, that before, during, and after, not just at the end of it, whenever that is, that you felt like you lived a life fulfilled, that you went after your dreams, hopes, and aspirations, that you structured and designed your daily calendar and your life events in a way that just wasn't about the transaction. You give me this, I give you that. That you would do it because of the fact that the very reason why you're doing it anyway, because this is how you meet and we roll. This is what we do. This is how we live. And in these 5 principles to life fulfillment, here is number 1. Number 1 says the why is important, but the who is what fuels champions. See, I get purpose. And people say, well, you got to find your purpose. You got to find your passion. Well, I know this about purpose and passion. You know how many people that their purpose and their passion is driving them forward, motivating them to move, to have the courage to do what it is that they dream, hope, and aspire to be. I know, and you know, tons of people that have purpose, that have passion, that have a talent. But guess what they're doing? Nothing. Guess what they do? They don't move. You know why? Because purpose, passion, and talent can never overcome laziness. It won't overcome excuses. It just can't. But there is a bridge that comes out of purpose. And what that is the who. The majority of the clients it is that I work with, yes, they have purpose, they have passion, they have a destiny, and they have this large vision that pulls them. But what they really have is the who. So the who, what, where, when, how, and why all matter in everything. But the number 1 who to me is that number 1 who is you. That you know who you are. And so you'll be fulfilled with however the circumstances or outcomes may be. If you win, lose, or draw, fail or succeed, be embarrassed or triumph. Either way, you will feel fulfilled because of the fact that you know who you are and you will adjust despite what the circumstances or situation is. But we're talking about here is fulfillment. And that number 1 is this. The majority of people, and the studies are conclusive on this, is they didn't have the courage to act or do or to never quit, not just because of their purpose or their own passion, right? That stuff can run out, but who they were doing it for. because my passion will run out. I have a purpose. People can tell that I'm good at what it is that I do. I'm very good at articulating things, bringing people according to the words that I speak and the example that I have in life, that yes, this dude is all about that. He's about that life, not the gangster life, not the fear life, but a faith life, a do life. And in that fulfillment and the courage to move and go after fulfillment, to go after and have the courage to do, act, proceed forward in win, loss, failure, or whatever the negative outcomes may be, is because of a person. I did it for my mom. I did it for my parents. I did it because the kids in my community needed something like that. I did it because my teacher believed in me. I did it because my coach believes in me. Oh, that's one thing to have a great coach that can tell you the X's and O's and what to do and how to train and all that. But when you believe that that coach has your best interest in mind, then the dynamics change. Then the courage increases. The perseverance increases. And you know what else? In terms of these 5 principles to life fulfillment, is your fulfillment increases. Because you're doing it for a reason that is someone other than yourself, for a greater cause. You ever hear that thing? Because I could be a part. I feel like I'm a part of something greater than myself. That's it. That's number 1. That the why is important. But champions, it's the who that fuels them forward, gives them the courage to act. Number 2 is work hard on the job, but also work hard on your life fulfillment. Or as Jim Rohn would say, work hard on the job, but also make sure that you're working hard on yourself. The stuff that really matters. Do you know how many clients it is that I have? Tons. Every client that I first work with, the first thing it is that they put in their calendar is what they have to do on the job. What this is saying is work hard on the job. And also, make sure that you're working hard on your life fulfillment. That is number 2. To do the things that is accessible and right around you that you can do. Not that you have everything in life, leadership, and business it is that you want, but you appreciate what you want. And that you work hard on the job. And then you leave the job at the job. And I'm not saying that's easy either. I'm just saying it's worth it in terms of unplugging from the matrix, seeing the world for what it is, and then prioritizing in terms, for you, me, and we, designing our calendar to reflect life fulfillment. So this is different than so that you can now design time with people or your family. No. This is for your own individual passions and fulfillment. For me, before all this coronavirus lockdown, I enjoyed just an hour and a half, 2-3 times a week of going and doing something for me. Basketball. I love doing basketball. And plus it was a cardio that I really enjoyed doing. And then also just sitting around and watching SportsCenter for a half an hour or for the segments that I wanted. Something that gave me life, that I enjoyed doing. I've also gone snowboarding by myself. Family didn't want to go. I went by myself because I gained fulfillment. It added value and width to my life. So I'm not just living the length of my life, but I'm also living the width of my life. So that is number 1, is the why is important, but the who is what fuels champions. And then number 2 is work hard on the job, but also on life fulfillment. That was number 2. Number 3 is let go and let God. There are just a lot of people out there carrying their trash, their drama, and their BS of their past all around with them. What I'm saying here in number 3 is to let go and let God. Let God handle that. Don't be like me where, I was such a people pleaser in my 30s and wanted to apologize and make things right. Hell no. Leave that shit broken just like it is and roll. Let go, let God. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to explain yourself. Don't try to make things right, because that's what character has been taught to us, that you must at least apologize and make it known. Hell no. Leave that sorry shit behind you. Let go, let God in Jesus' name, and move forward. Amen. We have to let those things go. We have to let the past behind. Cruising forward and looking at the rear view mirror only causes us to crash and hit the stuff right in front of us that we should be rolling with, and or you, me, and we can avoid. So that is number 3, is let go and let God. Number 4 is life fulfillment. What is life fulfillment without make time for those you love? You'll hear me say it all the time, that, okay, if there is a target for at the end of this thing, that the people it is that you love during right now and tomorrow and the next days that you're actually blessed to be alive, that they know that you love them by engaging with them, right? Time, affection, and attention. Write that down, right? For make time for those that love you. Make time for those people that love you, and you give them time, affection, and attention. These are 3 things in terms of a framework that I say for focus, is that anything that you give your time, affection, and your affection to, time, affection, and attention to, it grows. You give time, affection, and attention to your leadership, to your people, to your kids, to your wife, to your hobbies or the things you want to develop and get better at. Everything gets better with time. Like diligent, focused, intentional affection and attention. Give them your focus. The number one thing it is that both Bill Gates and Warren Buffett say is the number one reason that got them to where they are is freaking focus. You know what focus is? Time, affection, and attention. So do that. That is number 4, is make time for those you love. And number 5 is choose happiness. As I alluded to in the first quote that I started on this video, is, you know, people ask me, y'all, what is the meaning of life? Or what is the reasoning for life? And the meaning is to be happy. And they say, you don't understand the question. And I said, no, you don't understand life. Happiness is not something that happens to us or for us. It can be gifted to us. People can give us our happiness, no question. The circumstance, when it's productive and when we succeed, it can be gifted or given to us, yes. But every other time, happiness is a choice, which is directly related to life fulfillment. Those are the 5 ways for life fulfillment. And number 1, which is the why is important, but the who is what fuels champions. Number 2 is work hard on the job, but also on your life fulfillment. Number 3 is let go and let God. And number 4 is make time for those you love. And number 5 is choose happiness. In spite of and despite what are the negativities and all the drama that surrounds you, choose happiness in spite of all that. Because really, when it comes down to it, happiness is a choice. If you love this video and you gain major value, please do me a favor, press the like button, comment and conversate with me in the comments below, and smash that subscribe button. We're always working on 2 things. We covered 5 things for life fulfillment today, these 5 principles, but the 2 overall aspects for why I bring this content, this material, the way it is that I live every day, that I have experienced in the over 20 plus industries with the multitude of one-on-one corporate clients it is that I have from a corporate level, and also one-on-one individual clients that I deal with, is 2 things. And that is work to be your best and live your best life, and have 5 principles for fulfillment to go with it. It is your boy Coach V. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, one love, much respects. Live it. Peace. Viliami Tuivai, they call me Coach V.